Good afternoon. Appreciate the opportunity to be here today. Want to introduce you to Reflex Systems. We are a enterprise software company in the virtualization management market, also typically known as the cloud enabling technologies market. Our specific focus happens to be in the private cloud. So we thought after all the pitches you've heard in the last couple of days, all the different discussions, lots of software as a service, right? We are the company underneath the covers helping to manage the infrastructure that runs those software as a service platforms. So we're a little bit different, but at the end of the day, we're making good progress. Launched product in August of 2008, and promptly were awarded the Best of Show for new technologies at VMworld in 2008, which is the largest virtualization technology show on the planet. The company has made a lot of good progress in partnership with our existing investors over the last 3 years. $11.5 million invested to derive 85 customers, most of which are in that large enterprise space, 30 employees, some of which listed here: Citigroup, E-Trade, AutoTrader, Cisco Systems. This is really good validation in the large enterprise space. We have technology that works, that allows these people to manage more efficiently large virtual infrastructures they've been implementing over the last 5 to 7 years. Revenue projections, revenue performance. So we've done quite well here. We think we can do a lot better. It's the main reason that we're here today. So growing from $1.9 million in revenue last year to $2.8 million this year, a little over $5.5 million next year, and cash flow positive with $12 million in revenue in 2013. So really nice run rate, but we think we can even potentially accelerate that faster. So where's this opportunity coming from? The market for virtualization management, private cloud enablement, is this year a $1.7 billion marketplace, growing to almost $4 billion in 2014 for just the portion that Reflex is able to address today. You look at the market statistics, 451 Group, IDC, in 2014, the overall virtualization management space, which we have some opportunities to expand into further areas down the road, is about a $17 billion marketplace in 2014. It's a lot of money and it's a lot of opportunity that we think we can go and capture some more of. So what's driving this opportunity? By some estimations, as many as 78% of servers in the enterprise will be virtualized by the end of this year. So even if that's an aggressive number and it's more like 50 or 60, you're still talking about tens of millions of servers virtualized by the end of this year. That's a very large opportunity. It's driving a significant amount of need for management technologies. The main purpose there is they're finally starting to virtualize production systems. Over the last 5 years, the primary focus has been virtualize the easy things, test and development systems, the ones that don't run mission-critical business applications. That's absolutely changing in the marketplace today. It requires a different model to be able to deliver true management capabilities in this new world. So for anybody who's owned VMware stock in the last 5 years, you are a very happy camper because so many companies have invested significantly to be able to save money and simplify their infrastructure using virtualization. But it does require a different model for self-service and multi-tenancy. The public cloud model is one. The private cloud model we think is a much bigger opportunity over the next 5 years, as we've certainly seen the troubles and the adoption rates for public cloud offerings. Also, legacy management software does not address the virtualization technology issue. The big players, IBM, CA, BMC, HP, they are not specifically addressing virtualization as part of their larger management strategy at this point in time. There's an opportunity in this market to truly change the way systems management is done. So if you look at the trends and the number of systems that will be virtualized over the next 5 to 10 years, the majority of the data center is going to be virtualized. Our customers are telling us they're going to fundamentally change the way they use and run their management stack to run the data center, because so much of it is going to be based on virtualization. When you have systems that you can physically move an application from one actual server to another while it's still running, your current management systems that were built 10, 15 years ago do not address that problem and don't allow you to leverage those features. That's where we come in. And far too complex and expensive to be able to modify and adapt those systems to this new paradigm. In the market today, there are a lot of point solutions. So a number of specific products that address just performance and capacity monitoring, just security problems, just configuration management problems. I learned something in a 10.5-year run with the ISS business and that was the security industry itself created a problem for customers. Every time there was a new type of hack, some new threat, some new vulnerability, we went to the customer and said, here's another box, here's another piece of software to solve it. An integrated approach is much more important, and in this market, where it's all about consolidation, simplification, saving money, that isn't going to work for them. So the Reflex solution is all about integrating this management suite. So delivering a single platform from which a customer can perform 80% of the daily activities required to be able to run an efficient virtualized data center. Putting all of their capabilities in front of a single console instead of multiple products at large scale, and the ability to really operate and run a true private cloud environment at high scale with significant performance increases and complete visibility to all of their users. Our funding request today is for $7 to $12 million in growth funding, primarily for sales and marketing and international expansion. We are a US-based company today with 30 employees, 22 of which are right here in Atlanta. We have no presence outside the US. There's significant market opportunity. VMware's revenue alone, 49% of it comes from outside of the United States. So there's significant opportunity in international expansion for us and strategic engineering acceleration over the next 12 to 18 months. So in quick summary, we are an enabling technology for the private cloud. We have strong validation in the large enterprise today with 80 to 85 customers in that space. 80% of the initial technology vision currently shipping and working in customer environments, and we are well positioned for growth in a $4 billion software market. Thank you.